And the Providence neighborhood where Buddy Cianci could most often be seen is mourning him tonight.
Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen went to Federal Hill to gather reaction. He continues our team coverage live from the Providence mobile newsroom.
Well, Federal Hill is really just a sad place right now. This is a place where Buddy Cianci really thrived as a mayor and as a citizen. Everybody knows Buddy here, and they also knew all of his favorite spots, and I went to one of those spots today, and they're trying to do something to make sure they can thank him for all the memories. Welcome to Federal Hill.
Well, this was Buddy's town.
And in Buddy's town, one of the old staples, the old Canteen, was often called Buddy's spot. And this, his seat, table 5 in the corner.
This table meant a lot to Buddy Cianci.
This was his spot, table 5. This was his spot.
Salvatore Joseph Marzilli owns the place now. It used to be his father's. His heart's broken Buddy passed. As a tribute, today, table 5 will remain open. Buddy's seat is ready for him one last time.
This is where he sat, you know, and most of the decisions, a good percentage of them, were made here, writing on a tablecloth. That's what he did.
Sal says the Rhode Island legend, the Prince of Providence, came here every night before his elections.
Every night before his elections, alone. My dad would come at the end of the night, he'd come and he'd sit with them, and Buddy'd be sitting here and he'd be writing on the tablecloths, and there'd be, you know, a whole half side of the tablecloths would be written in little notes and little suggestions and things that he sat there and figured out.
And this was his big coming out meal when he was released from federal custody.
And there must have been 25 guys and gals right there with cameras outside.
Right outside this window?
Right outside that window. They were throwing ladders up everywhere. Where they were coming up the stairs, we were trying to stop them from coming up the stairs. And
did he love it? What did he think of all that?
At that point in time, he wanted to eat his rigatonis.
Sal told me he'll miss his friend and his best customer.
He's up there now with my dad. He's up there in heaven on another table 5. We're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss him dearly.
And you heard Tim White earlier talking with Joe Paolino. Tim also asked Joe Paolino what Buddy's favorite spot was, and he said, oh, of course, it's the old Canteen. I'm Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.
One place where Cianci's passing may be hitting the hardest tonight is his beloved neighborhood of Federal Hill.
The mayor was known to enjoy many a meal and many an election night on the Hill, and as you might imagine, emotions there are running high tonight.
Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen joins us now live from Federal Hill with the Providence mobile newsroom.
Yeah, you know, Federal Hill, Atwells Avenue, this is just a sad place right now, an emotional place for a lot of people. I've been here all day, and nearly everyone I've passed has wanted to share a story about Buddy Cianci. Atwells Avenue is a sad place Thursday. The man who loved Federal Hill, Mayor Buddy Cianci, has died.
There's people crying all over the place. There's people crying all over the place right now. So it wasn't expected.
Not long ago, Buddy announced here in this plaza that he was running for mayor again. He got the red carpet treatment. Rick Simone is the executive director of the Federal Hill Commerce Association and says he's lucky he got to call Buddy a friend.
Extremely fortunate. Extremely fortunate.
The street is still littered with signs of Buddy. Inside the Federal Hill Tap House, his portrait hangs. Campaign signs for the last run for mayor are still posted. Inside Tammany Hall, one of his favorite spots, people were talking about him.
He loved everybody, you know? So he was a great, great guy.
It was the personal connection. I mean, with Buddy, he made you feel like you're the only person in the room when he was talking to you. And there could be hundreds of people waiting to talk to him and things to be said, and he would sit there and pay attention to every single person. And politics, non-politics aside, he did that. He was very good at connecting. Very good at connecting. My kids, my family, known him forever now, so he's going to be missed.
This is a difficult time for many of the business owners and people associated with Buddy Cianci on this street. And the Federal Hill Commerce Association says they're going to do something to remember Buddy Cianci. Of course, this was unexpected for them, so they didn't have anything planned or anything like that ahead of time, but they will discuss something and find a way to remember him. Back to you guys.
Steve, I know they haven't planned anything yet, but did you see any other kind of memorials for Cianci along Federal Hill today?
Yeah, well, I kind of got into it a little bit on Eyewitness News Live at 5 at the old Canteen behind us. You know, this was a spot Buddy Cianci went all of the time. He was there before every single election. He always sat at the same table and the same seat. So tonight they set his place setting there, and they aren't going to let anybody sit at that table as a way to wait for Buddy Cianci one last time. Back to you.
All right, Steve, thank you. We're going to check back in with you on Eyewitness News at 6:30 over on Fox Providence.